This is my week 6 check-in of my 38th year. My 6th week is already almost over. And I'm really clear about how I don't want to spend my 38th year. So I think I've spent all of the 6 weeks thus far eating all of the things, and my body is not happy with me. I have patches of eczema that are like, oh my god. Yeah, the inside of my nose is like pure raw scabby skin. The inside of my mouth is cuts and yuckiness. I'm always aware of my liver and my kidneys, and I just feel sluggish and like shit. And I keep saying this, and I keep choosing the same choices, which is really funny because January 1st, 2018, oh my god, it feels like forever ago, and it really isn't, did a candida cleanse, and I dragged out the protocol for like 4 months. Perfectly pure, clean eating, total health, with the awareness that, like, so hindsight says that my total health was totally only geared towards that. And so I am very clear this morning that my 38th year, I want to be balanced health. I want the clean eating, I want exercise, and I never say that. I never ever say that. I like to think that 5 minutes of yoga is exercise, and then I'm healthy. I just need 5 minutes here to just finish doing my video check-in, and then I'll meet you in the kitchen, okay? I know. I'll meet you in the kitchen in 5 minutes. Deal? I even have my timer set for when my coffee's ready. So when that beeps, I'll meet you there. You can have the banana portion of that. So I know that it's kind of compartmentalized in the way that I've been doing it. It's been very compartmentalized in the way that I've done health or my healing or whatever. And so in my shower this morning, my body, my soul, my mind, I am wanting more. I did a breathwork session the other night in the red tent, and it was profound. I loved it. It was amazing. And I sweat. Part of my process was like just sweat and kind of like a rebirth. It's hard to put language to something so profound. But I was so aware of the sweat factor because I feel like I haven't sweat since I stopped breastfeeding my last baby. And that's 3 years ago. So having that experience, and so I often refer to crying as a shower for your insides. So sweating felt like so much more than that in the perspective of like cleansing and releasing and moving old stagnant energy. And my body, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to be doing it naturally right now. And I actually typically avoid sweating a lot. I avoid any form of exercise, and have kind of taken it as a point of pride that I don't exert myself in any way. And when I was speaking to myself in the shower this morning, it felt more like ignorance and denial and ridiculousness, just another way that I hide from myself or whatever. And so in talking about like the full picture of my healthy experience, I'm totally selling myself short in that lack. So I've been really aware the last little while of living on impulse. I talk a lot about living on impulse. And so finding that ebb and flow of living on impulse and still being scheduled or not being scheduled, and a lot of old judgments I have about, and they're not even my judgments, they were handed down, I would say probably from my mother, because I can remember her saying them, but a lack of follow through, being irresponsible and flighty, I guess. And my knowledge inside of myself is having the right to choose moment to moment is the only way I want to move forward in my life. And I don't want to continue to do something because of some other external reasoning, like I paid for it, or I said I would, or whatever those reasons are, unless there's actually an impulse, a draw, a meaningful moment for me in that experience, I don't choose to continue to do them. And I still find places where I'm doing things, week to week because they're in the schedule, or because I paid for them, or because. Yeah, and unless that holds meaning for me, moment to moment, I stand by my right to choose and choose again. And it's nice sometimes to not want to do something and just be like, no, tonight I choose me. And that's, so I recognize all the things I've been taught about that, and all the old stories I carry about the irresponsibility and the that's not dependable and blah 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 blah. And the truth is I stayed home on Thursday night and I put my pajamas on probably before dinner, and I didn't cook dinner. I ordered dinner, and then I laid on the couch and I let my husband take my kids out, and I lay there and I just watched a movie, and it was so nourishing and so kind. And yeah, it happened to be like day one of my period, and it was perfectly in alignment with honoring myself and just literally saying fuck it to my shoulds, because all I wanted to do was pull a blanket up and honor myself. So I did that. I even stuck it in the dryer first. And then the way I like giggle and squeal when I pull my blanket out of the dryer and like head up to the couch is like, yeah, that is meaningful. That is honoring myself moment to moment. And that is letting go of other people's stories and other people's shoulds in the way that I do things. And it was really beautiful. So anyways, my intention for my 38th year is to find a way to honor mind, body, and soul, moment to moment, not so much in a regimented, so like the first 4 months of this year was candida cleansing. I appreciate cleanses for all sorts of reasons, but I know that moving forward in a way that I want to live my life, I don't want it that regimented, because when I cleanse like that, I cleanse like that. And for me, there's no room for give and take. And I want a balance in all things, in my clean eating, in my exercise, and in meditating and healing and being and doing. And I'm really aware of this difference inside of me. I've been going outside of the house. I crave going outside of the house. I went shopping. We went thrifting. With my oldest son for like 4 hours last weekend. And it was amazing. I literally had blisters on my feet from shopping. I can't even tell you. I haven't had blisters on my feet from shopping in, well, since I left Calgary for sure. So that's been 14 years or something. So it was fun and impulsive. Yeah, and I didn't feel completely drained and overpeopled when I came back in the house. And I even went out again on Sunday, which for me, after 4 hours of peopling, historically, I would come back and hibernate to make up for that. And I haven't felt the need to do that. I painted my nails. I haven't painted my nails in I don't know how long. I just feel really in flux right now and kind of redefining. I'm just gonna stop that sentence right there. Redefining. And it feels nice. Less boxy, less constrained, and more free. Freedom. There you go. There's the word. There's the tie-in. Anyways, my coffee's ready.